Well, Happy New Year's, everybody. It's January 10th, and it's a warm day here, plus 5 Celsius. So I'm going to take the opportunity to install a backup camera on the Bobcat E35. I got this as from a secondary supplier, which I'll show you here in a minute. But I had called Bobcat dealer a couple different locations because I couldn't believe the price they were wanting, but they were wanting almost just over $1,000 Canadian for a backup camera, which I thought was ridiculous. So I did some research and found a company in Alberta that had a connection out of the States, and I got it for just over $400 Canadian. So you'll see, I'll show you the brand here once I get inside the excavator, but just thought I would show you how simple it is to actually set this up. At least that's the theory. We'll see what happens here. So I'm going to be installing the backup camera up onto that connection there, and we'll go inside here and do a test first on the inside. So what I've got here is I popped off this cover here, just with a little plastic, just pops out a little plastic shim here. I don't like to use metal if I don't have to. And just underneath is roughed in wiring right here for the backup camera. And here's the tag for it. So what I'm going to do is just temporarily set it up, make sure everything works before I go all the way to install it. So in this package, here's the company that I got, RazerCam. Micro. So in this thing, pretty simple. You got the wire, which is going to run from here. I'm going to tuck it up through and into the back there, which I'll show. And there's a bracket, and here's your camera. All this little bit for $400, or if you're dealing with Bobcat, they'll gouge you for $1,000. So see how it goes here. Okay, so got the wire here. Guess I can turn this off for the moment. She's now warmed up. And we'll locks into place. There we go. Put that right there. All right. Now we'll start this again. Sorry guys for the noise. Oh yeah. There we go. This is working fine. I don't know if you can see that from up there, but let me just see the turn it upside down. There we go. Good side. So yeah, it's got the backup system. So yeah, it's quick plug and play. So we'll start the install. All right, I'm going to take out the speaker. So to get access to that, And there. So what we should have is a little rubber plug right there. Okay, so now I'm going to go outside and pull that off. So you can come with me. That little rubber plug there, it's got to come off. And I got to put this down for a sec. Okay, got it off so you can see kind of inside the plug. So now we'll fish the wire through. I think what I'll do is bring it from the inside. This cable here, so I'm gonna have to put my hands down, but what I'm gonna do is route it through the bar here. I'm gonna take out this tray, so bear with me. Okay, I'm in tight quarters here, but this tray is just a solid rubber tray that pulls out. There's nothing holding it down other than friction, so you'll see where the cables route out the bottom. And I'm going to run it through there into here. So again, I'm going to put you on pause. All right, I routed it down. You'll see it's coming out here. So let me try to stand this up so you guys can see it. Now, I don't know if there's enough room to get that wire through there. There's quite a bit of space. Not. Okay. Put this. Okay. And we did. I have to move this camera because it's in the way. Okay, sorry for the break, guys, but sweating like a dog trying to get this in. So I got it connected now. Straight up in here. But I had to separate, just so you know, you've got to use like a couple plastic things and actually separate the seam all the way along. So I already popped it open and then it's went through easily. Anyways, and then I just snapped it all back shut. So that's how that works. Next step. Now I'm going to install that bracket. Now, I have to reverse those, by the way. Don't tighten it up too much until I got the angle figured out. Alright, let's actually make sure I can get this camera into here before I do that. Yep. And this it's got a flat spot here, so you can you can't screw it up. You gotta go straight up. And mount. And then yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to take it back out and mount my stuff. Okay, so I did it backwards. Let's take the top one out. Don't use a screw or a nut like I did last time. Up there. And I should probably get some Loctite on this. Because I am only going to be able to do this hand tight, I think. Yeah. So okay, I'm going to put you on pause. I'm going to go get some Loctite. Okay, I've hooked up. Before I put everything away, I just wanted to make sure this camera setting was working, and it is. And if I hit camera and settings, that's widescreen, settings, backup lines, and I can adjust the width. You'll see I can adjust the width of the backup lines. So I'll have to wait till I don't have the sun directly on me, because I can't see very much. And then you've also got a center line, which I like the idea of the center line. So that's there. Back to camera. Yeah, perfect. Hit the button. Back. So there we go. Okay, so now I'll tuck everything back and everything is properly connected and secure. Where's my case? There it is. Alright, I'll just go get the screws. I left them outside. Okay. The biggest compartment to be working in, but well, I must say this is probably one of the easiest installs ever. The only gave me a hiccup for an extra 15 minutes was pulling this panel apart so I could wire it into the roughed in wiring. But basically plug and play, and Not quite sure how much time somebody would normally charge for this at a dealership, but this is pretty easy. So definitely a DIY project. Okay, so that's in place. Now just it's all connected, the wire's coming out, so I'm just gonna lay this down, put the rubber back piece in here, and we're done. That's it. Hope this helps. All right, she's all buttoned up, and there's the new backup camera.